Good day, I am African Crypto Warlord, and today we'll be looking at XRP, USDT, and Xrpbtc. So we'll start off on the 7-day. We're going to keep this low time frames, seeing as we are into the week. Well, we're not going to be playing around on the monthly, we'll pop up to the 21 in a bit. So what can we see here? After the weekend, we have come down to test our formation that we are trying to break out of here. What we can see, if we zoom in a little further, let's drop down, or let's go looking at the volatility on a weekly. So who have we got that's low? We've got our mid-length AVR, which is our volatility radar, and we've got a longer length AVR that's also quite low. That's looking like it's wanting to expand. We have our Wolfsbane momentum indicators, so I would use this one specifically for scalping. I would use this one for longer term trend. We are breaking back up above through one of our 68% points of significance on our charts. So we're going to be looking to be for the bulls to keep pressure here, and maybe even build some regular div. We can see which levels they're going to be fighting over. This range is quite big when we start dropping down today. So we can pop onto the daily, which I use as 24-hour, a little bit more accurate. Okay, sweet. So what have we got here? On our weekly, we have come into our means, and we're looking to see if we can fight just below this mean. What I would like to see is on the daily, I'd like to see my Wolfsbane Super Scalper little line here, in my own words, sit at mean reversion, whilst this little doji on the next one can pick it up and sit right about flush with the line. If a daily closes like that, you could look through, you could look for some follow through to the upside. What is going to prevent us for follow through on the upside for a little hidden bull like this is, we'll drop it onto the 4-hour. As you can see, we're starting to pick up, so we've got a little bit of bullish div, actually following through with some momentum, and we're gonna hopefully see everything curl up together here. So we are super correlated. Let's make this wide. Wrong one. Let's make this wide. Okay. So as you can see, these lines are rather significant, given that they are like monthly volatility levels. So you would expect to see a lot of liquidity lying around these areas, and especially with XRP being quite wicky and knowing to return back to pretty much where it started from. Where do you think they're going to be throwing in their liquidity chance? So our 4-hour, we are looking to hopefully break above our central mean on our volatility indicator here, which is our yellows, and carry on up and through. So we're looking for follow through here. Let's go pop it in on the 15-minute, and let's just see. So I'd say that previous one would take about 4 hours maybe. Yeah, about 4 hours to see if we could play out. Okay, so let's see how we can confirm our bearish, if we're gonna sit in our bearish trend. So on our 15-minute, we're mean reverting down to the downside. This could expect a little bit of follow through, seeing as we are starting to close candles below these lines and not necessarily above them. Okay, so if you're looking at a momentum indicator, when we're hitting mean reversion, you want to be at least in line with one of the lines or above. Let's say if you're going to the upside, and if you're going to the downside, you want to be on one of the lines or below and mean reverting to the downside. Gives you a little bit of extra padding, lets you know what's going on. We've got some fancy ass little logarithmic MAs here, and these guys are pretty nice for super scalping. So I run 3, and I run 2 low time frame, low look backs, and a decent like medium term look back for this one. And my general idea with these is it lets me know when I'm on the wrong side of the trade. So right now it would be telling me, as the majority of my MAs cross over each other, I need to start changing into being a bearish trader. As soon as my greens well, the green and the reds turn around, and the greens now go above the red, which would also turn green, then I know, okay, let's get a little bit more active as a bull. So we'll go looking at XRPUSD, seeing as this will be our range for XRP, let's say over the coming 36 hours. Ideally, for bulls to take charge here, you want to see them closing above here and holding in this channel. If you want to see bears win, they just got to keep it below these, and the rest of the higher time frame indicators start to point down. And that's where I'm sure your first buy orders will be, maybe with a serious little mean week like that. Now we're going to go look at Xrpbtc. We can throw it up on FTX, seeing as that's where I trade. Similar thing, we have our mean in the center here, instead of whereas on XRPUSDT it was a little bit higher. So what I can sum from this would be, without the indicators, I can just see that my BTC pair for XRP is a little stronger than my USDT pair. It's not taking so much of a hit, it's being a little bit more resilient. Wow, that was serious, gents. That was serious. So here will be a good example. For example, on our USDT pair, we saw everything sitting in red. Okay, we're starting to get our first cross throughs here. So this would start to tell me turn bullish, manage risk below this area, or turn your trade around below this area. But that would be our next significant area, 1839, for follow through to the upside. But these will be our first zones to fight through. Let's go look at on the weekly. We start up high again. So time, got moderations duties in like 8 minutes. I love it though. Okay, 7 day. 7 day looking a little bit toppy, but we don't have too much data with regards to FTX. So we're gonna go Binance, or actually Poloniex, but Poloniex is not liquid enough for me to be happy for readings on lower time frames. Okay, sweet. So we've got our variance, we've got some turning arounds, flats. Okay. If this carries on up through and this can stay above the mean, then we are pretty much what the candles are telling us on the 15 minutes. Okay, so 24 hour to our daily. Why do I use 24 hour? It just gives me a little bit of a different data set. And it can also close. It also closes, maybe not at like 2 p.m. standard time. More for me. So XRP. So this is, we're on our central mean. So this is going to be our fighting point. We're going to see if we're going to base from here. Same as a USD pairing. Looking to at least fight through into this thicker side before we get, hoping for like rejections in this area, seeing as we do have a lot of selling pressure coming in off of these wicks. HVP flash or AVR flash, momentum to the upside. Let's see if we can get some follow through on this. 15 minutes. Okay, same thing as that USD pairing. It's looking to dump. The USD pairing was below the mean, so they still have to. The bulls have to at least try fight it up to above the mean. Whereas here we will be having bears dumping onto the mean, so it's going to be a little bit easier to defend it if you're a bull. Yeah, I hope that was informative. Have a good day further.